The early life and birth of Kamala Harris, a journey rooted in activism. Oakland, California. Her background and childhood were instrumental in shaping her path to becoming the first woman, first Black, and first South Asian Vice President of the United States. A family of pioneers. Kamala's parents, Shamala Gopalan and Donald Harris, were immigrants who came to the United States in pursuit of higher education and brought with them rich traditions and a deep commitment to justice. Shamala Gopalan was born in Chennai, India, and grew up in a progressive family. After earning a master's degree in nutrition and endocrinology, she traveled to the U.S. for her PhD at the University of California, Berkeley. Here she met Donald Harris, an economist from Jamaica who was also studying at Berkeley. The civil rights movement was in full swing during this period, and both Shamala and Donald were drawn to the cause. They frequently attended protests and demonstrations, and it was in this climate of activism that they found common ground. They married, settled in the San Francisco Bay Area, and had 2 daughters, Kamala and her younger sister, Maya. Early childhood in a vibrant, diverse community. Growing up in Oakland and Berkeley, Kamala was surrounded by a dynamic community that would greatly influence her. Her mother was a passionate advocate for civil rights and often brought her daughters to marches and rallies, instilling in them the values of social justice and equality from a young age. Shamala made sure her daughters had a strong sense of both their Indian heritage and Black identity, choosing to immerse them in Black cultural and social organizations. Kamala's name reflects her mother's heritage. Kamala is Sanskrit for lotus, a symbol of resilience and rebirth in Indian culture. Her middle name, Devi, means goddess. Her mother taught her daughters to embrace their heritage with pride. The foundation for a future in public service. Kamala's family dynamics also played a significant role in her future aspirations. When her parents separated, Kamala was raised primarily as a role model. As a single mother and a professional, Shamala exemplified the strength and independence that Kamala would later embody. Watching her mother navigate the challenges of being a woman of color in academia made a deep impact on Kamala. Kamala often recalls fond memories of her summers spent in India with her grandparents, who instilled in her the importance of democracy and social welfare. Her grandfather, a retired government official, would take her on walks where they discussed topics of social justice, planting seeds of public service early in her life. Conclusion: roots in justice and resilience. The early life of Kamala Harris was marked by influences from her mother's activism, her father's intellect, and a multicultural heritage that allowed her to view the world through a unique lens. This foundation was pivotal to her development, ultimately inspiring her to pursue law, become California's Attorney General, a U.S. Senator, and eventually the Vice President of the United States. Her birth and upbringing were more than just the start of a personal journey. They became the roots of a legacy marked by resilience, determination, and a drive to break barriers in the pursuit of justice.